Hello and welcome back to All the Dice. I am so happy you're here for episode 7 of our D&D for Beginners series. Today we are pulling back the curtain on one of the most incredible, awe-inspiring parts of Dungeons & Dragons, magic itself. And we're not going to get bogged down in rule books today. Nope. We're talking about the philosophy of magic, where it comes from, what it feels like, and what it means to be one of the special few who can actually touch it.
So here's our game plan. First up, we'll explore the cosmic tapestry of magic, the very source of all power. Then we'll dive into the two very different paths that heroes can walk to tap into it, the path of the scholar and the path of the believer. And finally, we'll get into what it actually feels like for your character to use that power and manage their own energy. Sound good? Let's jump in.
All right, so let's start with the biggest question of all. Where does magic even come from? You know, whether it's a tiny spark of light to see in the dark or a world-shattering miracle, every single magical effect in this universe flows from one single, incredible source. And that source is called the weave. Now, the best way to wrap your head around it is to picture a huge, invisible ocean of energy that flows through everything and everyone. It's in the air you breathe, the ground beneath your feet, and it's even inside you. It's the raw, chaotic stuff of creation itself. See, a spellcaster doesn't really create magic out of thin air. Instead, they've learned how to reach into this cosmic ocean, and with their mind and their will, give that raw energy a specific shape and purpose. Now, here's what's so wild about this. The weave is literally the foundation for all magic. Think of it like the operating system for reality's magical software. If you're in a place where the weave is damaged, or maybe just doesn't exist, well, it doesn't matter how powerful you are. You couldn't magically light a single candle. Your connection is just gone. Okay, so if everybody is swimming in the same magical ocean, how come different kinds of spellcasters seem so completely distinct? Well, it's because while the source is the same for everyone, there are two fundamentally different philosophies, two different approaches for how a hero can tap into its power. This right here, this really gets to the heart of the difference. On one side, you have arcane magic. This is the path of personal power. These heroes believe that the secrets of the cosmos can be learned, they can be mastered, and they can be bent to their will. But on the other side, you have divine magic, which is the path of service. These heroes are more like a conduit for a power that's way bigger than they are. Their magic is a gift, given to them for a higher purpose. So, one path seeks to control, while the other seeks to channel.
So let's take a closer look at that first path, the arcane tradition. This is the way of the individualist, right? The hero who wants to understand and command the forces of the universe directly through their own power. I absolutely love this way of thinking about it. If magic is a language, then arcane power is all about becoming fluent. It's a hero reaching out with their own mind, their own soul, and plucking the very strands of the weave. But the story of how they learned that language, well, that's where things get really, really interesting. You see, even on this one path, the experience of magic can be totally different. Check the wizard. They earn their power through decades of hard work and study. For them, magic is a science. But for a sorcerer, magic is like breathing. It's an instinct, a gift, in their blood from some ancient dragon ancestor, or maybe just a cosmic accident. And then there's the warlock. They get their power by making a deal, a bargain with something otherworldly, for knowledge that comes with a price. Okay, so that's one path. But what if your power doesn't come from what you know or who you are? What if it comes from what you believe? This is the divine path, where magic is an answer to a prayer, a physical manifestation of pure, unwavering conviction. And that quote gets to the absolute heart of a divine caster. Their magic is all about a relationship. It's not some formula they memorized in a book. It's a living bond with an external power, something that chose them to be its champion in the world. And that means their power always comes with a purpose, and usually a pretty big responsibility. And just like the arcane path, this belief can look very different from hero to hero. A cleric serves a specific god, acting as the hands and voice of their deity in the world. A druid's connection is with the life force of the world itself. Their church is the ancient forest, the roaring sea. And then there's the paladin. Their power comes from the sheer force of their own personal oath, a conviction so powerful that the cosmos itself bends to its will. Okay, so we have the weave as our power source, and we have the arcane and divine paths to access it. But what does that actually feel like in the middle of a dangerous adventure? Can a hero just cast spells all day long? Well, not quite. And this brings us to a really crucial idea for anyone playing a spellcaster. The idea is called spell slots. Yeah, I know, the name sounds a little technical, but the concept is very, very human. The easiest way to think about it is like a personal battery or a reservoir of magical energy that you have for the day. Every single time you cast a spell, you use up a piece of that energy. Bending reality is hard work, and it absolutely takes a physical toll on you. This creates a really natural rhythm for every magic user. You wake up in the morning feeling refreshed, your well of power is totally full. As you go through your day, facing monsters and solving problems, you feel that energy drain away. A small, simple spell might feel like a light jog, but a truly powerful one, that can feel like an all-out sprint that leaves you totally winded. By the end of the day, you're spent, and you need a good long rest to let that magical reservoir fill back up. So the most important takeaway for any new player is this. Your power is incredible. It is epic, but it's also a finite resource each day. Figuring out when to use a simple little spell and when to unleash your most powerful reality-warping magic, that's one of the most exciting challenges of playing a spellcaster. It makes every single choice you make really matter. And that really brings our whole journey today full circle. We've seen that magic isn't just a tool, it's this living cosmic force. And it can be channeled either through intense personal ambition or through profound, unshakable faith. And all of it comes with a real tangible cost. Which leaves just one big question for you as you start to imagine your own hero. Will they be the scholar, poring over ancient books to unlock the secrets of reality for themselves? Or will they be the believer, acting as a humble conduit for a power they serve but could never truly own? I would love to hear which path is calling out to you, so let us know down in the comments. And hey, don't forget to like this video to support the channel, and of course, subscribe to All the Dice so you don't miss the next step in your D&D journey. We'll see you next time.